We are Salty Cat Reviews, and today we're reviewing the Everlast Freestanding Pro punching bag. Salty Cat Reviews today reviewing the Everlast Pro Freestanding bag. Now for 20 years I had hanging bags off A-frames. I never hung them off any, I might have hung off a roof once, but broadly had this long-standing A-frame. It was bloody fantastic, also Everlast. And it just, over the years, it got a bit worn and it got a bit low for me and I got a bit annoyed. So I was looking for something with a little bit more height. Now, not really wanting to hang anything from the roof, I ended up looking through the freestanding stuff. I always had a bit of a nerve about moving around too much or you know, like just all sorts of different issues. And some of the smaller ones, knocking them over. So I stuck with this big tall one, which as you can see, I'm about 195 centimetre. It's taller than me. And it's probably reviewing two parts. The first 9 months of owning this thing was life-changing. It was fantastic. It had everything I needed. You could work around it. The base is bloody amazing. You seriously can't move this thing. And the height and the ability to work around it 360 is fantastic. It takes a little while to adjust to, because if you're used to working with a hanging bag that sort of you can adapt to, this thing just keeps coming back at you. So that takes a little bit of a minute. But broadly speaking, the first 9 months, every day I use this thing, I absolutely beat the stuffing out of it. After that, I've got to say, the foam has worn down to the point where if I'm not wrapped with gloves, I can't use it. For the first few months, I could do it without barehanded easily, but now I have to be wrapped with gloves to use it, because I can actually punch through to the metal pole in the middle, which is not ideal. Like I say, the base are filled with water, and if you have a look, some of them will recommend sand, but I was always a bit nervous about not being able to ever move it again and get the sand out of there. I haven't been able to move it with water. I physically can't move it with two people, but obviously having water in it gives you options to be able to move it later on if you have to. So broadly speaking, and I'll get a little bit of action on it, but it's awesome and it's compact, and for its height, it certainly doesn't take up a lot of floor space. If you're in an apartment, if you've got a smaller garage or a smaller area, it's amazing. If you're not going to use it every day, even better, because it'll last much, much longer than it has for me. But I'm probably at the point 15 months in where I might even have to replace it. So $700 a year is probably not ideal if you're going to be investing in something of this expected quality, but the time that it's given me has been bloody awesome. So I'll do a bit of dancing here and you can see how it looks when it bounces around. All right, we're ready to dance. As you can see, the Everlast Elite Evershield, whatever they are. I've got a review for this if you want to have a look at that too. So as you see, like, it bounces back quite well, and you can sort of move around and get low, you can get high, good height, good reach, good distance, and you can certainly work it around. And the beauty is it doesn't go anywhere. Look at that hair. Woo! It doesn't go anywhere. So you can just sort of work inside, and you can work long, and step in behind your punches. So it's bloody amazing. It's very versatile and it's very durable for the first 9 months. So I guess if you want it for 6 or 9 months, it gets 5 Salty Cat paws. If you want it beyond that, it probably gets 3.5. So I bloody love it. I still use it every day, but I certainly can't go as hard on it as I used to be able to. That's a Salty Cat review of the Everlast Freestanding, I think it's called Pro boxing bag. Happy to look at some of the other things we got reviewed here. We just do things randomly whenever we feel like it. Stuff that we use, stuff that we like, stuff that we don't like. You can subscribe or not, whatever. This is all just really cathartic.